All right, this is my first attempt this year to see if I can make a video with the TI-84 emulator. My goal is to show you how to recreate that table from the notes from Monday on a TI-84. So here's the calculator, it's all cleared out. And what we want to do is evaluate this limit, which is this expression. So it's s of 3.2, s of t was 4.9 t squared. So I've actually put in 3.2. So there's s of 3.2 minus s of t over 3.2 minus t. And I'm going to enter that as a function and then set up a table so that I can type in these values of t and it will automatically calculate this second row of values that we can use to approximate the limit. So what you want to start with is entering the function, this expression, there we go, into a function. And you can't use the variable t on this calculator, at least not in some way that I'm aware of, but you can use the variable x. And the way to do that is go to y equals. So there's a y equals button. And I'm going to type this fraction, only where we see a t, we're going to type an x. Now, to get a fraction with a horizontal bar like this, it is alpha of f1. Alpha f1 here, those are fractions. And number one is numerator over denominator. So I'm going to choose a 1. And it will make me a fraction ready to type in. And I will type this numerator, 4.9 times 3.2 squared minus 4.9 t squared. But when I get to the t, I'm going to type the x button, and then squared, and then arrow down to the bottom, and 3.2 minus t. Or actually 3.2 minus that button, which is x. And I'll say enter, and it will just acknowledge that it's got that. I don't really want a graph of it, I want to make a table. So if you look at the top, you can see table is a choice, but also table setup is a choice. And I think we want to start with table setup here. So that is, it's blue, which means it's the second key, second table setup. And for these limit problems, you want to do ask for the independent variable. Ask on the independent variable lets you type in whatever x value you want, it'll automatically calculate your y's. I cannot come up with a good reason why you would make the dependent variable ask. I haven't tried this in years, but I gotta say, my recollection is it's basically useless if you're exploring something. I can see where a teacher in class of Algebra 1 maybe would do that. It's like a reveal the answer thing, but it doesn't solve for x. So don't change the second one. However, it's really common to start with ask on independent for limits. So I'll arrow down, right? And then across, and then hit enter to choose ask. And then I will go to the table itself. So second table, here you go. That first column is ready for me to type the x values in. When I type an x value like 3.0, enter, it will automatically calculate the y, and look, there it is, 30.38. The next one is 3.1, which I'll attempt to type correctly, and then 3.15, matches 3.19. That one matches 3.199. Now you notice this doesn't quite match, and that's because the calculator has this size on the column that only accommodates 6 characters, like 5 digits and a decimal point. But if you move your cursor up, look at the arrow key, and then over to that number, at the bottom it will show you more digits. And that's actually the case on an Inspire as well. So if I did something like 3.1999, yeah, there's more digits available, quite a few more digits sometimes. And that is a way to get a table on the calculator. If you did 3.2, what we saw on the Inspire was, I think, also an error. That's how to make this work, and I hope that's useful to you.